Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great as always. It is finally time to start a new game, and it's going to be Mass Effect 1 from the Legendary Edition. I am so excited. I tried to start this game multiple times and ended up being distracted by, I don't know, everything. My attention span is not the greatest. This is why I'm proud every time of me completing a game. So yeah, I can't wait. Very excited, like I said. Let's get this going. All right, here we go. Start new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
So, the last time that I tried playing this game, I don't even remember how long ago that was. So even though I did go through the beginning, I don't think I played for more than an hour, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, I honestly don't even remember if this is the same UI that used to be. Let's go with custom female.
Please log in to access your profile.
We will be properly named. I said properly. Thank you. That was weird.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile.
Okay.
Confirm pre-service history.
Okay, so this is our background. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations, and they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. You were born and raised on Mindor? A small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. Ooh, that's dark. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises. I don't often see that word in writing. Covering Earth, you escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisted with the Alliance military when you turned 18. Yeah, let's go with that.
Confirm psychological profile.
Sole survivor, war hero, or ruthless. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Hopefully not because of me. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. That's a bit sketchy. Especially if I was the cause, or, I don't know, a saboteur of that situation, God forbid. Okay. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. I don't like it. Let's be traumatized.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay, so we got soldier, specialist ideal for the front lines, improved health, and specialized in the use of all weapon types. Okay. Medium armor and trained to use heavy. Tech specialists. Holographic omni tool, they can decrypt security systems. Ooh, that sounds cool. Repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt the enemy weapons or shields, and heal. That sounds really nice. Adept. Ooh, that's cool. A magic user. Biotic specialists. Am I yelling? I might be. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Okay, so this is the person who would just basically stay behind, like a complete support. I don't think I like that. Infiltrator. Combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Ooh. That sounds interesting too. What is... Okay, so this guy has a pistol and the same arm. And this one has got a rifle. Probably a sniper rifle, I would assume. They can specialize in... Yep. I should have just read further. When will I ever learn? Sentinel. Oh, so this looks like a combination of 2 support type people. Vanguard. Oh, it switched arms for... Huh, okay, so like the main one is the shotgun and the support is the other, the magic one. I think I'm gonna go with this.
Confirm facial identification.
It does kind of look like me, doesn't it? Oh, it changed. Oh, neat. Colorful? I like the red hair in the previous one. That looks snotty. So does this. Ooh! Okay. Alright. That is like straight out of Cyberpunk. Okay, so those are all the presets. You know what? Let's just go back.
Confirm facial identification.
Aw, man. I thought it would just put me back to default. Okay. Let's... Neck thickness. You know what, guys? I'm gonna play around with this and get back to you when I'm done. Alright. I think this is what we are. I kind of tried to get it close to what the default was, but I think the hair is a little darker, which is more like mine. And I went with more like a square face, kind of what mine is. So yeah, we're gonna go with this.
Identification confirmed.
Combat difficulty. Oh, that's a lot of choices. Let's just go with normal. Auto level up. Do I just go with this? In classic mode, the original 1 to 60 level range will be used instead of the new 1 to 30 level range. XP and talent points progression remains the same, but the number of levels is doubled. I don't know necessarily what that means, but let's go with legendary, I guess. Subtitles, autosave, and tutorials. Perfect. We are ready to continue.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of her family.
Doesn't have one. She was raised on the streets, learned to look out for herself.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
I'd say.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
Going big.
I'll make the call.
These mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. Oh, interesting. So Mass Effect is the travel technology? I never knew that. Unless I read it wrong.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun.
Cool.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
Okay.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
Dry, aren't you?
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
I can see
Remember
that.
to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Are Spectres spies? Oh, by the way, I'm playing on the PC. I don't know if that's important. Are there mods for this game? Move to highlighter reply. Yeah, I figured. Thank you. This looks very Fallout-like. I do actually agree.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good.
How in the
Find
world
convoy and
he
link
can
us
see
into
anything on that screen?
I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Okay.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
Oops.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Snarky. Ooh. Alright. Squad. Lets you view your team's talents. Mouse over talent or its rank to view it. Click on a target to spend talent point to gain a rank in it. But we have auto levels, right? So it's gonna do it for us automatically? Could you guys let me know if that's a bad idea to have it on auto? I have 3 points. Ooh, I can put them into something. Oh. Interesting. Heat buildup. Ooh. I like that. Decryption. I can buy this? Oh man, so this is like, yeah, I remember that now. It's just like a full-on RPG. Like almost, what is it? Wasteland style? Not, no, it's not turn-based, but I mean like in terms of talents. Sniper rifles. I don't have a point in sniper rifles? How come? I should. Can I put one in? No? You know what? Maybe I should save them. Oh, helmet. I don't have a helmet. Okay, let's go back. Journal. Prologue. Go speak to Captain Anderson in the comm room. Alright. Good. Personal history summary, we read that already. Humanity. Should I read that still? Okay, no, I know this already. Oof. There's gonna be a lot of reading in this game. Commander Shepard born. At 54. Oh, right. Oh, interesting. Turians encounter human explorers. I think that Nihilist guy is Turian, isn't he? Humans learn potential of biotics. Okay. Embassy on Citadel. So we are probably the last ones to come in, aren't we? I just made noises with my stomach, I'm sorry. Alright, so we are going to be making history. I like it. Primary.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations.
Okay, so of course we went to war with the first thing that we encountered.
The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole.
Okay. Got it. Why is it still blinking? Oh, it's probably because I have points. Alright, let's go. Can I save? I can. Let's do that. Alright. Okay, we are going to meet the captain. I think my camera speed is way too high, so I'm sorry. I don't know if it's much better, but let's go with that for now.
I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
Cool.
We're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself...
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
Are they like government police? Hello? That's our destination, isn't it? What do you have to say?
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Okay.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I don't think I've been.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Why?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
Spill.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Oh.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
What are
I thought
Protheans?
the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
That
Their
sounds
legacy
important.
still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously,
Got
this
it.
goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why did we tell the Council? That's an interesting answer. I don't know. You sound worried. Yeah.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard.
He's gotta be the secret
Nihilus
police.
isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
He did?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some
Wow.
of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I appreciate that.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay. Investigate? Beacon.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology. Even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache.
Wait, that doesn't make
What we can
sense.
learn from this beacon. What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
If they were already on Mars to discover those ruins, then they clearly weren't stuck on Earth. Or does he mean like, what is it called? Terraforming? Maybe that's what he means. Okay.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alright, what else we got?
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies.
Okay.
It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth.
Oh,
It
so he
symbolizes
does mean
humanity's
terraforming.
growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their Citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Are we gonna encounter one? That would be so cool.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
That was loud.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Oh.
Bring it up on screen.
That can't be good. Nope.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
What? Was that a hand?
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold.
Who is that, though?
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Okay. Going in to shake the hand.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Is that Ash?
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective.
Oh.
The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
It's a dick move.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Isn't he supposed to be evaluating
Ready
me?
and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Or maybe he's only evaluating the results.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
I think I just had a frame drop. Okay, so what do we do? Oh, we got new stuff. Head to the dig site. None. And the codex.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. For many years, they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only
Secret
after
police,
the
I tell you.
rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation.
Something tells me our friend here is no diplomat.
Common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
That's fair. Okay, squad. Who else we got? Caden Alenko and Richard Jenkins. Okay, so he's got pistols, assault rifles, combat armor, assault training, and he's a soldier. Alenko is a first aid person. That's nice. Got decryption and throw. Sentinel. Okay. Pistols is nice. I want sniper rifles. Can I have one? No? Overload. Oh. Decryption. Should we be charming or should we be intimidating? Let's be charming. And let's put an infiltrator in it. Increases damage protection, grants the shield boost ability, unlocks medium armor. Hardening by 5. Let's do this. I don't know if this was a good decision, but let's go with it anyway.
Hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere.
What do we got? Hostiles everywhere. Right mouse button to draw your weapon, and H to put it away. Good to know. Oh, are those things evil? Or are they just...
What the hell are those?
Okay, so not familiar.
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Ah, I was about to shoot one.
Oh god, what happened here?
Is there stuff to explore? Is it left shift to switch weapons for your squad? Oh, so cool. No, let's stick with what we got. Okay. Oh, that was a weird reflection just now. Okay, let's find out. Oh, shoot. Another gas bag. Don't kill my Jenkins! Ooh, right. Oh, to aim. Fuck, okay. Jenkins, you okay? Is he dead? How do you investigate?
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
Aww. Sorry.
Sometimes Marines die. The rest of us just have to carry on.
I don't like that response.
Aye, man.
So this is just like Fallout, when it says one thing, and then when you actually click it, it says completely different thing. I don't appreciate that. Okay, let's keep going. Injured squad members. Omnigel can be used to bypass decryption. Both can be acquired by defeating enemies and opening containers. Use V to use Medi-Gel and heal your squad. He's fine so far, I think. Now, another question that I have is... Ooh. Mouse too sensitive.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
So he must have just kind of crouched around these areas so no one noticed him. To issue orders to your squad or use Z attack target, Q or E specific squad mate, move to a point. Alright. I don't want to do that because he's damaged. Okay, good. How? Oh, shit! Okay. Alright, Caden. We're going this way? I'm assuming. Oh man, this is pretty. Jesus Christ. Save the girl! Oh, she doesn't need saving. What the hell? What are those things? They look like turrets from Portal. Okay, so she is the good guy. Ah, I was too far. Okay. Medigel. Hello.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Who are you?
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Okay. Priorities.
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
My character is a little bug-eyed, isn't it? Yes, what happened?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
What a dick response. No.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
So they are Geth?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Join us.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Before the attack.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
Cool.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Well, I guess that AI wasn't that limited.
They disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
They're sentient enough to turn on their creators. I saw a Nihilus in there.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Okay.
Move out!
That was a very aggressive yell. Press escape to go to the squad screen to spend talent points for new squad members. Okay. I can do that. Overkill. So she's got assault rifles too. Ah, so... okay. She just replaced the dead one. How sad. Alright. Let's continue. I've been listening to way too many things. Is that a thing?
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Oh! Reduced to Omnigel. Chemical rounds or phasic rounds? Yeah. I don't necessarily know what that means, but I will figure it out. Light armor, human. Squad? No, equipment. I didn't even look at this before. What do we got? Armor? That looks good. Can I use it? Equip. There. What else did I find? Caden Alenko. Ooh, Ashley, look at you. You're doing good with that armor over there. Grenade launcher. Alright, I'm good. I should probably save. Alright, so we're going to be using F5 in the future. Gonna take a bit. Oh, I see. That's cool. I like it. All right. Not being attacked yet. Just kidding. Come on. Something else. Okay, good. Oh, another? Okay, he be dead. I saw a container, I swear. Where was it? Oh, I'm a little damaged. Oh, there it is. Okay, take all shotgun, assault rifle. I gotta check. Alright, so I'm using a pistol. He is using a shotgun. Hurricane or scimitar? Okay. Damage is better. Heatsink capacity. Why don't I equip you? So Ashley, she's got an assault rifle here. Accuracy rating 15. Sure. I will need to figure out what the hell that Omnigel thing is. Okay, another. What is this?
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say.
We'll never know.
Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Okay.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out.
Spaceport?
I'll wait for you there.
I must have already opened this up. Yeah, there's nothing else, right? No, I don't think so. Let's go. There we go. That's much better.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Jesus.
Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
What the hell? That is very cool. I am totally F5ing this. Husk. That is very cool. I like it a lot. I am a little bummed that you can't investigate corpses. Sniper rifle. Does this mean I can now learn sniper rifles? No, it does not. Oh shit, I have a lot of points. I leveled up! Oh my gosh. Can I be more oblivious? Electronics. Oh. Yeah, Caden Alenko. He probably should have had some first aid. Okay, maybe it's a bad idea to have them auto. Let's see. Can I equip a sniper rifle? I already have one. Accuracy rating. Let's equip this. We haven't found any pistols. No, we have not. Okay. I need to level. Why can't I level you up? I can't take points away, obviously. Let's do this. Still don't know what that means. Let's be charming. Some defense would be nice. Marksman. That's real nice. Shield boost. Damping. Okay, let's do this. And maybe... What is decryption? Explosion damage. Alright. Let's put another one in armor. I'm sorry if this is slow, but going from just, I don't know, kind of an FPS style game to this. Oh my god, why did I do that? It's a bit of a transition. Omnigel. Hello. Let's check out what we got. Sniper, grenades, omni-tool, and armor. Okay. Biotic protection. Caden. Caden can probably use it. Oh, it's a shitty armor. Yeah, never mind. I did not click on the thing. Alright guys, get out of my way.
That door, it's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Some locked objects require decryption or electronics to access. If any squad member has the required talent, you will be able to unlock the object using the decryption or electronics interface or by spending Omnigel. Advance to the central core. Move the mouse to move around the ring. Left click and right click will move inward or outward. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. I see what it is. That's a cool minigame. I like it.
Thank the maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Who are you?
What are you doing here? I'm Dr. Warren. I was in charge of this excavation. We hid in the shed during the attack. They must have come for the beacon. Luckily it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Come on, Debbie Downer.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon? It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil.
Come
Awakened
on.
the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please.
What are you doing in science?
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him. The Prophet. Leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
What?
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
He has seen something.
What else can you tell me about the attack? It all happened so fast. One second we were gathering up our equipment, the next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside, gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Wow.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
That's mean.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Mm-hmm. Area map. Oh, hell yes. Dig site and camp. So that's where I am. Oh, got it. Train station. Alright. Well, can I loot anything here? No. Get out of my way. Alright, keep going. God damn it. So we came from the other side. Oh. Hello. Is that a Turian? It is a Turian. He did see a Turian. Oh.
Saren.
Saren?
Nihilus.
He doesn't look friendly.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
Sus?
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
I knew it. What a dickhead. Oh, did he kill him? No.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Can I... How do I switch weapons? There. Oh, damn. Ooh. I need skill. That is very loud. I probably shouldn't be using this. Ah. He had a shield. I thought he would explode completely, but he didn't. I'm sorry. That was kind of a sloppy battle here. They damaged me a bit, didn't they? Medigel. Okay, so no one else is left. Let's loot. You know what? Quick save, there we go. That's what I wanted. Whew.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
I can't say that it's safe.
We took care of them.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Okay.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have
yes,
something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Oh. So this must be the intimidation. So let's be charming.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
What did we get?
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
I like
His
this.
name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
Okay, we're good.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Let's... Ooh. A pistol and a weapon upgrade. Okay, I need to look into what weapon upgrades are and how to use them. Ooh, hello. Interesting. I thought I lost. Assault rifle and 2 pistols. Amazing. Okay, let's figure this out. Equipment. I need to figure out how to use weapon upgrades. Oh, that must be what they are. I have an assault rifle too? Damn. Okay, 132... 4 and 71. Ooh, that's a good one. I like. Oh, what can I put in you? Instead of projectiles, upgraded weapons release charged particle bolts that can bypass kinetic barrier shields. However, the actual damage done to the target is typically less than what's done by a standard round. Minus 30 damage, but shield bypass. Chemical rounds. Okay. Okay, we're good. Guys, you don't need to follow me every step of the way. Just stay a little bit behind, okay? Can't jump, can I? No, I don't think so. I can sprint, though. Oh shit, I already forgot about Nihilus. God damn it. Containment cell.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Oh, Powell, hi.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
He is dead.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other.
Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Was I too late? Could I have saved him?
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack.
The hand?
Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
I don't appreciate
You're
that.
Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch! We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Just give me the grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
No kidding. Oh, I don't have enough. Sorry.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
I need to know if I could have saved him. Because I am very upset right now. Medi gel, that's nice. Oh, it's on fire. Someone shooting? Someone is. Where? Oh, hello. Oh, there's another. Ooh. I'm not that great at shooting, it appears. Okay, there's nothing else. Oh, shit. Alright, let's go. I think this is the way. Good. Oh, wow. Wait. There. This is what I wanted. That took a lot. So, okay, so this is the pistol. Alright. That must be where the train is. I'm sorry, guys. This is taking me a little bit. Good. Wait, another? Oh, hello. What do you see that I don't? Huh. He's just not coming out. I want to try the pistol. Right? Ooh, I can probably shoot containers, can't I? Got him. There's another. Yes. Okay, we're not done. Clearly. Oh, 2 of them. God damn it. More than 2. Oh shit. I almost deaded myself. Can't even take anything from them. Ooh. Weird. Hello? I will learn, I promise.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
I hope they got away. Guys, you have to let me know if I could have saved him. What? What? Why he flying? We are very calm about this.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry!
Okay.
We need to find them all and shut them down.
We do. Okay. I was trying to sprint. There. Oh, he died quickly. Okay. Another. Ooh. Damn. Okay. I am jammed. 1 charge is remaining. Where is the last one? Oh, hello. That is not the weapon that I wanted. One last charge. I think we're good. I'm almost dead. I'm not good at this game. All charges disabled. That's good. Biotic amp. I hope there's no carry weight, because I'm a hoarder. Alright, now where are we going? Do we go across? I'm just looking for loot right now, but that may not be the best idea. So let's go. Quick slots. Oh, it pauses the game. Amazing. Okay. Let's F5 this shit. I am so not used to using spacebar to sprint. Whoa, what? Oh, there you are. Let's see if I can use this. What? Okay. One more? Oh, I see. He's dead. Okay, what do we got? I need to heal a lot. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest. Manual override. Good. Striker 2. You take all. Another. And take all again. Okay, wait. Let's see what the fuck this is. So he just
Normandy,
floated up?
The beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
Wow.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Oh no. He's gonna kill himself, isn't he? Ah. What? Okay. Oh no.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too...
Secure my ass? So Saren did the same thing, but it didn't explode on him? What the hell is going on?
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
He didn't use it.
This human must be eliminated.
She is surprisingly chill about this whole thing.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Yeah, what happened?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Interesting.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Whew.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
That's a mistake. Why would you say that?
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Well, we said intel, not prophets.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
That's true.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Well, they all do, don't they?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
Yeah, what are we gonna say?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Yeah.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okay. Well, what a good time I picked to awaken. Ay. Let's go to here. Okay, we haven't leveled up, but we are close to it. Oh shit! Renegade and Paragon? Oh, did I do something wrong? Why do I have so much more in Renegade? Okay, let's see. Got that. No assignments. Assignments must be side quests, right? Primary.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs.
So they are kind of like the Flood from Halo?
After the Geth secure a location,
I think I'm gonna stick to primary. Otherwise we're just gonna sit here forever.
Combat Heart Kinetic barriers.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, then, where are we going? I'm in the medical. Let's see what we can find. Did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way.
Okay, Commander.
Loot? Any? No? Okay. Is there stamina? Hi.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown cruise. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that.
Nope.
Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck. Besides, my father served.
Interesting.
I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
No, not really.
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, a cruise. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
You think? Paragon +2. Oh, okay, so it tells you. Oh, I wonder if me not reprimanding that smuggler gave me those renegade points. Hey, Doc.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors.
Fair.
I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Okay.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
You? Who are you? Ashley. What is our current objective? Speak to Joker. Ah. Got it. Okay. Ooh, I feel like doing that too. Normandy's vehicle bay, using a squad member's locker, allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment may be purchased from the requisition officer. Ah. Very cool. Squad lockers. And the requisition officer. Alright. Let's check them out. Oops. Ashley. Okay, got it. Kessler 1, Striker 2. Ooh. What's she got on? I see. Okay, she's decent. Alright, so let's go there. Hello. Where is you? Oh. Oh, cool. Okay, he's gotta be here. Joker, yep.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
All right. Yeah, no shit.
Of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Wow. Awesome.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Something tells me it's not going to go well.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
They're blind.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Okay. Important locations marked on the map. So we got Avina? Point of interest. Oh, that's where we are. CSEC HQ. Embassy Lounge. What the hell is Avina? Emporium. Okay, that's a store. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, sorry. Let's actually go here. Let's check out what we got here. Oh, hello. Ah, curious. Let's save. Ah. Okay. Captain Henriksen reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argos Rho cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon team? Did I just get a side quest? Unusual readings, yeah. Okay, so Hydra system, Argos Rho cluster, yes. So we need to remember about this when we get to that place, which I'm assuming we will eventually. Okay. So this is our destination. Let's find out. Can I? Yes. Let's see what Avina is.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Ah, she's like an assistant. All right.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence.
I am Alexa.
To provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby
is
are
pretty.
the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
CSEC?
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him.
Okay.
If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
I wanted to go there anyway. Spectres.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
That's not gonna be good. Okay, let's go investigate.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina.
Oh,
Please
you get
enjoy
XP
your visit
for
to the Citadel.
investigation too? That's awesome. Let's see what this is. Travel. Ah, okay. Alright, let's go here. Hello? Ah, this is CSEC. Alright. Let's see if we're any computers we can hack into right behind his back. Yeah, let's do that real quick. And see if he gets mad. I wouldn't blame him. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. Few understand us, fewer tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Interesting. Okay. Did you receive that transmission, Elenko? Let's talk to you.
Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
I know who he is, so I don't wanna... Does it matter? Okay, no. Let's be honest.
I came on my own. I need information.
You humans are always so curious, always sticking your fingers into someone else's pie. Is that the right expression?
Sure.
Never mind. Forget I asked. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Okay.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Yeah, we're definitely not
favorites. The Council treats
favorites.
us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
No, come on now.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
That's fair.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Good alien. And I don't like this response. Okay, let's do CSEC.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, so we find out some stuff. So she might be here. No? Someone highlighted. Nasana Private Fredericks. Let's... Bartender? Let's talk to you.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
That's fair, but you're just sitting there, staring into
Can't believe
space.
the room. What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Consort?
What can you tell me about the Asari Consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will.
What kind of line was that? Oh, I can talk to you too.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Ah. Alright, let's clear this. Undina's office. Let's take a look at this. And he said, yeah, he's there. Can I put... No, I can't. Okay, so let's go to Undina's. Oh, another diplomat. Whoa, what are you? That is amazing. Wow. Hey, another one. Diplomatic archive. Aha. Sweet. Okay, I think I accidentally ended up in the wrong spot. Yep, I did. Oh, okay, so this is where we were talking about. Got it. Should have checked this out. Oh, hello.
But these allegations are very serious. This is serious. One of the
Aw. Aw.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
He's kind of cute.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
Interesting. Why so cranky?
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Dan. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The EarthClan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the EarthClans, it would seem.
Come on.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
I'd say.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
Oh, be nice. Volan.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Dude.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Salarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy.
Ah, you're
However,
traitors.
Despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Okay.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
Wonder if that's why they're not on the Council.
Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
Come on, dude. Okay. Zelton and Callan.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari Consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive.
Sorry, dude.
Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here.
Yep.
Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day.
So, that is where we're going next, I believe. You'd think a military officer would be more physically adept. Ooh, what is this? I can interact with it. Welcome to the Presidium. Wow, you really do get experience for everything. That's awesome. Okay. Ooh. That is...
On my way.
Oh, shoot. That is not what I intended to do.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times.
Ooh, hello. Rapid transit. Hello.
Welcome. I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
What is the Consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
What?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Okay.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the Consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the Consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
Oh no.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Okay. No, thank you.
You seek the
But
if you wish to leave your name, she'll make
there you go.
effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
Okay then.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Yeah.
Nalina.
In like 4 months.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
We got expedited. Jesus Christ, okay.
Huh. It appears the Consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Sure.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Right. Upstairs. Wait. Okay, yep. I was going the right way. Alright, Consort. Let's talk. Whoa, what the hell? That is weird. Okay, let's talk.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
I don't like people spying on me.
I apologize, Commander. I make it my business to know when important people arrive on the station. Many of them become clients. But that is not why I asked you here. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Okay.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be
I have
very
personal
grateful.
space. You're invading it.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
You don't seem terribly busy yet to me. Okay, so, where was it that he wanted to go? Presidium. CSEC Academy? Interesting. Rapid transit towards Another rapid transit. Okay. Let's see what we
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
can travel to. Rapid transit. Citadel Tower and embassies. Okay, exit. Let's look at our journal for a second. So, assignments. The Asari Consort. Yeah, I looked at this already. Cora's Den and lower wards. Alright, so I need to go down the stairs. Let's do it. How do I get there? Okay, 2 wards access. Let's do this. Okay. Wait. No, that is right. Although I could just as well go across the bridge, but we haven't been here yet, so let's go. Those things are weird. So this is the shop. Ooh, cool. Emporium shopkeeper. Got it. Damn, it's pretty. Okay, so I need to go here, right? Towards, yep. There we are. Oh shit, I can't even go there. Oh well. So I have no choice but to go to the Citadel. So, let's get going. Oh, those are the keepers. Okay. Fine. We are going up the tower. Probably to get chewed out.
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
I'm with her. I don't like that guy. Okay, we're going. Executor Pallet Garrus? And Pallet Garrus? That name sounds familiar. I think I've seen him in screenshots or something. Okay, what are you guys talking about?
Hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Nope.
Commander
Garrus?
Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
That's not a lot that he had to say. Let's go to the council chamber. I should run better. Okay. Almost there. Ah, Captain Anderson.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Alright, let's get chewed out. Probably denied.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was
Oh, he's here?
and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not
And
ready
again.
to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Dude.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You won't see the
You've
truth.
made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
They didn't like that. Or he didn't like
The Council has
that.
found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Yep. Thought so. Oh man, he's really defeated.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Phooey.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
The Council won't
We need
help
to deal with
us.
Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator?
Yeah.
I saw him arguing with the Executor.
He didn't
That's
like
right.
him.
He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Well, we have 2 reasons to go there.
I thought you said he was a drunken loser.
Couldn't hurt to go talk to him. Just be careful. I wouldn't call him reliable.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way. Innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Yeah.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Other leads.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
That's awesome.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Okay, so we should have the other areas available to us now. That's good. Garrus, the Shadow Broker. And General Septimus is the other person in the same bar. Okay, good. Codex. Okay. I shall read about all of that off camera because that's going to be a long time. Actually, I think this is a good time to stop. We made some good progress. I like it. Well, that was interesting. So, before, when I tried to play this in previous times, I think I only got through part of that initial intro mission. So yeah, as much as I expected to be chewed out by the council, it was a bit surprising about how harsh they were. I am interested in that Garrus fella. I really wonder if he could be helpful. I have more hopes for him than that information trader, to be honest with you guys. So yes, I'm very excited to continue. This so far has been really intriguing. There's a lot of history and lore all around the place that I could investigate. So yeah, I feel like I'm really going to enjoy this game, and if I take my time with it. And I'm planning on it because I tend to play my games at like almost completionist level, which bites me in the butt every once in a while because I take forever, but how are you supposed to find out and get deeper into the story of the world if you don't investigate? So I hope you guys are excited to go on this new journey with me, and I hope you don't mind if I take it slow because that's my preferred playstyle personally. But do let me know if you would like me to go a little faster than I have been. And I know this probably was extra slow because I'm getting used to the game and a lot of things are entirely new to me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave me a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode.